Here we are for Project Cars 2 Career Mode. This is part 2 of the Career Mode. We are here carrying on with the Ginetta GT5 Championship, starting from the back of the grid here at Silverstone for the first race of this episode. You can see, starting from the back of the grid, we've got a few cars, well, we've got the whole grid ahead of us, but a grid of another 15 cars, so the rain as well, it's raining, but we're making our way up the inside here, trying to make up as many positions through the first corner. So we're up into 10th place, so a nice start here, the rain catching the AI out a bit. Managed to make up a few positions around the outside of our teammate almost, but not quite. But we do manage to get up the inside this time, as we are at the short track. Or is it might be the national, international? No, I think it's just the short track. But up into 8th place already on the first lap, so we've got 8 minutes remaining in this race, so we've got plenty of time to make our way up through the grid, but we just got to hope that the rain doesn't get worse and it stays the way it is, as we're quite confident at this light rain at the minute. But just trying to find a way around the outside here is this red Ginetta. He's going a bit slowly as they go out wide, so I decide to take a tight line up the inside, so we make it into 7th place, but you can see losing the rear end there, having to fight for traction in this car. But skipping on about 3 minutes, you can see the rain is coming down a lot heavier now, so you can see a lot more rain on the windscreen, but you can see visibly on the track as well more puddles, which is going to mean we're going to lose traction as we're coming out the final corner. But we're up into 6th place, so we're going to be moving on now a few more minutes into this race, trying to make it up the inside nice and late on the brakes, and us up into 5th place. So you can see we've set the fastest second sector of the race, so making up some good ground on the AIs. They're struggling with the change to the heavier rain, and now it's started to lighten up a bit, I think, but we didn't able to make the move there on that I don't even know what, like metallically blue GT4 car there, GT5 car, but we're able to get a good run. I think he lost traction a bit because you can see the puddles, they're making it a bit harder to get full traction round some of these corners. But we're up into 4th place, trying to fight up for a podium position now. As you can see, the rain is actually lighter in this first sector of the track, which is a bit weird, because then it puts us off of the last sector where it's really wet and there's lots of puddles on the track, so we have to be careful trying to find traction and grip. But you can see, trying to get up the inside this yellow Ginetta here, trying to make our way. I think we're side by side. It can't really tell where he is. I think he must be side by side with us. I didn't actually map a look left button, which I need to do because it's so useful, but we're going to look behind. Yeah, we've managed to out drag him. He was more on the puddles, so he had more resistance, but we're going to go up the inside now for 2nd place, to take 2nd place. So we're into 2nd place. No, we're not. He's still hanging it around the outside. You can see we're losing the rear end a bit there, but just trying to fight with him, going side by side, as we're going to come to this heavy braking zone now. We're going to try out brake him outside line for this corner, but then the inside for the next one, so it should be nice and easy. We did manage to make the move, but here's a replay of it. You can see the replay cameras look phenomenal in this game, and they look amazing. So you just see we're side by side with him. He did manage to get a bit ahead of us, but we were able to outbrake him, as you'll see now. Look at this camera angle there, lovely around the outside and then inside for the next line, for the next corner. But coming on the final lap, the final few corners, we managed to take the lead of this race. Now we're going to take our first win in this first career mode season. We just got to manage to get the car around the final corner, but it might be more difficult than said because the puddles causing us to lose traction. You see here we're losing traction, just trying to come around this fast right-hander, but we do manage to hold it and take the win in our first season, the 3rd race. Managed to take a win, so it's nice work there. So there's the championship. Let's see where it stands now. We're in 4th place with that win, about 18 points behind, 16 points sorry behind, and then you can see we're catching up in the team standings. But you can see we've got a Ginetta Invitational event here. You can see, look at this cinematic, but basically we're going to be driving the GT4 car Ginetta. As you can see, we're off the grid, we're in the red GT4 Ginetta there, So the class up from the car we're driving at the minute, but just getting a bit physical. But this car is so much more powerful and so much quicker than the GT5 one we're driving at the minute. It's such a nice drive. You can see we're racing against, there's a Porsche GT4 car and there's a BMW, I think it's an M3, you can see there. But we're up into 5th place now. This car, it has a lot more power, a lot more grip than the one we're used to. So let's see if we can make the step up in this invitational event. But it's going to be difficult because I do not like this track at all. It's too tight for me. I think there's not enough room, especially the woodland bit at the end. I mean, it's nice, but it's very difficult. So first lap, we're just trying to catch back up to the 4th place man. He's in the Porsche GT4 car. Coming into this heavy braking zone, dropping it down to 2nd gear. Hitting the apex nicely though, and this car sounds really nice and it feels really nice to drive. But now onto lap number 2, we've put pressure from the GT4 car behind, and we're running wide onto the grass. We're going to brake late into here, and oh my god, the rear end spun on us as we went from the grass and then putting the brake on straight away. As you'll see the replay, the rear end just snapped on us, and we did make contact with the other Ginetta, but not too much damage done, but able to carry on with this race. But not what we want to do if we're trying to impress Ginetta to make the move up to GT4. As you can see, we just put the brakes on and the rear went on us and there's contact there. But we do get away with it and we're able to carry on this race. Let's try and get through this race without any more mistakes. Heavy on the brakes. Oh no, we're running deep. Running deep on the grass. This is what I mean by the woodland bit I do not like, and we spun it again. So we could pretty much write this race off as... I don't know why the others haven't overtaken us there. Oh, right. One crashed and the Mustang was stuck behind us. But now the final lap. Coming into this section again, into the woodland section, and the rear's just gone on us. There is damage to the car, so that's probably why. So we're going to forget about this first invitational event with Ginetta. We're going to completely forget about it and move on to the final race of this episode. So here we are at Donington Park, a track I like. And I know I'm able to compete with the AI round here. So starting from the back of the grid, an 8-minute race. This time I reduced it by a minute, but it should only reduce it by a lap. But coming into turn 1, we're up into 13th place, going about 3 wide through turn number 1, able to make it up into 11th. Trying to push now around the outside of these two other Ginettas here, just trying to make a move around the outside and then able to get into the top 10. But I'm feeling confident we can battle for the win, so we'll see if we're able to catch up. But trying to find a way past him as he's parking the bus on the apex there. Bit wide there, but just trying to make some ground and overtake him. I mean, we're side by side with him. He's gonna have to back out eventually as we've got the inside line nice and late on the brakes. So up into 8th place, and we're able to carry so much more speed through the corners round here compared to the AI. He's still side by side with us. We're down into 9th, but we can get a double overtake here in this late break-in up the inside. Quite a tight corner there, but up into 7th place. So we're going to pick up the slipstream on the straight now. See if we can outbrake him into this final chicane here. Nice and late on the brakes. See if we can do it. He's going to go up the inside nice and late on the brakes. I didn't actually intentionally go for the move, but we did end up making it stick and up into 6th place. So skipping on now to about 5.5 minutes, trying to find a way around, and we're going to back off, slow in, fast out. That's how it works in these cars with little power. So we're going to look up the inside again into this quite tight, sharp right-hander. We got the corner a little bit, but we get away with it. But we're going faster as we're up into 5th place now. I'm looking at the chase cam. Looks really nice, and the graphics are really nice on this game as well. But we're getting side by side. We're going to go up the inside into the final chicane again. Another move. And oh my god, he's going really slow, so we managed to get an absolute dive bomb on him and scored an absolute worldie of an overtake there. Again, into the final chicane, going to outbrake 2nd place, and that's us up into 2nd place. Now we're on to the back of the leader with plenty of time left in this race to get the job done on him. So we're going to line him up maybe for a move into turn 1, but I think we're a bit far back for this lap. But now comes the end of this lap. 2.5 minutes left in this race, and we're right on the back of him. We're going to do another up the inside in the final chicane, not able to outbrake him. The leader's more confident on his brakes into that final chicane, so we're going to look up the inside into turn number 1 It's going to be difficult. We're up the inside, but I know the AI will really go through turn 1. So we're up into the lead now. Nice and late on the brakes, but see what I mean, the AI really confident on the brakes, and we run out wide. So that's us back down into second place. So we've got a bit of a battle on our hands for the win of this race. We've got 1 minute left, but about to end lap number this lap. So we've got one more lap after this one. As you can see, Ginetta's back into the lead as we're trying to find a way past, but we're not quite able to. We're going to pick up the slipstream and try and outbrake him into turn number 1. Here we go into turn 1. As you can see, we're losing time to our previous laps, but up the inside, all this battling is costing us time, but the guy behind isn't able to catch us. But we're up the inside this time of this other Ginetta trying to take the lead of the race, and we've managed to do it now, and he's in behind us. So we're just going to push on for the rest of this lap. So this will be the last lap of the race. So we should be able to take our second win. 2 wins in this episode and 2 wins in this season. So we've got to be near the top of the championship if we're able to convert this into a win. As you can see, coming around the final chicane, we are able to take the win. So let's see where that's going to put us in the championship. Hopefully it should be at the top. Hopefully that's what I'm hoping for, but we are 2 points off the top. So I hope you did enjoy, and we will see you in the next one.